So not long ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they mentioned a phrase that I haven't heard in a very long time, and it's usually used in regards to talking about dating. There's that special someone that's out there, as we've been talking all week about that special someone that's out there for you, that there's somebody that gets you. Yes, even I have somebody that gets me, that puts up with me. Not necessarily always likes me, but hey, I'll take the put up with me part of it. But that's sort of the whole idea, is that every pot has a lid. There is somebody for everybody, all right? And that always gets me thinking about consumers. And there is always somebody for us. There is always a consumer out there, multiple consumers. And the difference between dating and, well, maybe, I don't know how you date. I don't know, you're no shame, all right? Maybe you do date multiple people. There was a time when I did. But you typically in business, we want to find as many people as we can, but we want to find the right consumers. We want to find the consumers that really get what we do, who are right for the solutions that we offer, and who really can benefit from our services and our offerings. And that isn't everyone. You hear me say that all the time. That is not everyone. That's a very specific person. And so in other words, what we want to look for is, we need to be sort of the universal lid that fits on a particularly different, a specific type of pot, all right? Now, I know I'm using a cooking analogy, and I certainly don't cook. I'm cooked for. I eat, but I'm not necessarily a cook. But I understand that every pot has a lid, and one lid does not fit all, except that's what we need to be, all right? Not every consumer is going to line up perfectly with all of the things that we're looking for in a consumer, all of the things that we want, the traits, the habits, the behaviors. The more of those that they have, the more of the things that we are looking for in someone, much like dating. The more that they have those things, the better the relationship's going to be, the more involved they're going to be in the business, the more invested they're going to be, because they really feel valued and appreciated. And ultimately, that's really what we're going for, right? I mean, we really want consumers who are invested in us, who are not only willing to buy more, but they really will share that experience with people. They're really going to get the message out for us. They're going to tell people how awesome and amazing we are. And that's a good thing, right? I mean, that's what we want. That's the whole purpose of sales and marketing. And taking that a little bit further, one of the things that we need to consider, particularly these days, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago at most, 10 years ago at most, if you were a business, especially a small business, if you were a business, and I'm just going to use my area, if you were a business in Southern California, in Anaheim, your reach was pretty much within 10, 15 miles, if you're lucky, 10, 15 miles. There were other businesses, like just, like when I was in design, there were times that I transcended those boundaries, but specifically, and there's a number of reasons for that. One, I didn't have the time or the energy to invest in really getting out there and like selling in San Francisco. The competition was higher. It was a little difficult to sort of, there were a lot of other factors. That does not mean that there weren't consumers up there who were interested in my offerings, who wouldn't be interested in my services. The question became how to service them. And thankfully, because of the way the internet has improved, the way streaming, everything has improved, exchanging Zoom, all of that, there were some good things that came out of the pandemic. You can now really expand your offerings. You can really expand your circle, your networking area, and really start to think about, I want to branch out into San Diego. I want to branch out into the Inland Empire. You can really get out there, because you don't necessarily have to be there physically. You don't necessarily have to be face to face on a regular basis with those consumers. So what I'm saying is, there are consumers everywhere. There are a million pots looking for a lid. And that lid could be you. Now, you just need to get out there and sell a little bit more. You need to get out there and engage with people, and you need to start putting things out on the internet. You need to really start getting with them so that people know who you are, what you do, and then they're going to start to resonate with them. Hey, this is somebody I want to work with. This is somebody that's talking about and doing the things that I think are right for me. I'm going to purchase with them. And that's the cornerstone of sales and marketing.